Hi there, it's Nikos here, and I prepared a little slide, a small slide for you. It won't take long, I promise, but it's really great stuff. So, in the next 10 minutes, I will show you how to stop losing money in Forex. I will read that slide, it's faster. One sec. Traders face a lot of emotional and technical problems. No skills, no experience, no patience, no confidence, no time, bad greed, fear of loss, and many, many others. But one outranks them all: bad money management. You can change this at once by doing one simple thing right away. Start calculating your trades in percentage and never ever again in pips or points. Just by doing this, you will stop damaging and killing your trading account immediately, or killing your trading account immediately, even if you don't have good trading skills or skill set. You will gain your confidence back, and it will give you time to improve, practice, and grow. And the most important part, it will give you the opportunity to focus again on your goals and success. You can do this right now, and remember this simple rule. I will never expose my trading account to more than 2% risk at all times. Doing this, you're already close to success, super close to success. I mean that because when you start risking too much money, you're all excited about trading, but then you start risking money and suddenly 10% of your account is gone, or 20%. You want to get the money back. So you get into the revenge mode, and you want to get the money back by force. But it doesn't work like that. So you lose more and more, and you won't be able to not only success on trading, you won't be able to focus on anything. So you will lose more, you will lose the whole account, and in the end, it's done, and you feel bad, or you stop trading, you think it's not for you. And this is a very big trap. So money management is the most important part of trading. If you get this right, you will be able to relax, and you will be able to focus on success, and step by step, everything will fall into place, and you will start making money and grow. Now I will show you that on a chart. The way I'll teach that in all my course and everything I'll do, this is included, because money management is just the most important part. What you can do, traders usually, let's say they have a setup. We like to use the 1, 2, 3s and ABC setups. Okay, let's say we have a nice retracement setup here. Even if you don't know our strategies, it doesn't matter. According to the strategies, we got a setup here, and we can trade by getting in here to sell, for example, and we would set a stop over here. Now if you calculate the distance from my entry to my account protection order stop loss, in this case it will be about 70 points. I'm using Renko charts right now because we are focusing a lot on Renko charts here. This is 12 pips per box or per candle. That means I have a 70 pip stop. Now if you don't know about money management, what you would do is say, okay, 70 pips sounds big, it sounds like a lot, but okay, I have a nice account, let's say a small $2,000 account or something like that, and what I do, I go to this place and I say, okay, I can sell here, I can buy here. Let's trade on $1,000 account. Let's trade 3-4 mini lots, or let's trade 2 standard lots or whatever. Okay, now if you don't know what that means, it means like if you expose your account to too much risk and this trade doesn't work out, it will really do big damage to your account. And that's what most traders do. They don't know how to calculate the risk. So they say, okay, I'll just trade a couple of mini lots or a couple of micro lots, 70 pips stop, so I'm risking, let's say $10 per trade on $1,000. It's not too much, but if you risk suddenly $100 and you said, okay, my 70 pips with this account size, let's say mini lots, a couple of mini lots, is suddenly $100 or $200, you start risking 20% of your old trading account. And if the trade doesn't work out, you have only left 800 or 700 or whatever. And then you start thinking and it doesn't feel good. You'll say, oh man, that's really bad, because now I have to make this money back. And you start risking more. You don't follow your trading rules anymore. You don't look for setups. You just want to get in, get out quickly, make that money back, so you start feeling better again. But that isn't how it works. Okay, even if you get lucky, it's even worse. Let's say you win that trade not knowing what you're risking in percentage, right? And suddenly you make $200-300 on $1,000 account. You said, hey man, I just made 20-30%. That's great, let's do it all day long. Yes, but at some point it won't work anymore, because you do mistake or the trend has changed. And let's, for example, say you think, okay, down here, price went down a lot. I'm not very good at my analysis. I don't really know what I'm doing here, for example. So I start buying down here somewhere. We have a bottom formation, and some people say, okay, price moved a lot already, so I go long. Okay, and I place my stop here, but now I risk even more, because I made some money on the way down. Now I can make some money if price is going up. But what happens? Price is continuing down. It hits your account protection or a stop loss, and suddenly you lost all you made and more. And now you start losing money. Okay, so that's really bad. And then what happens? You say, okay, price moved a little bit lower, but now it has to actually go up. So I'll start selling again somewhere, buying again somewhere here, but price moves lower, and you start risking more, because you exposed your account to more. You traded more bigger lots now, not exactly knowing what you're doing, but you know that if that trade wins, you make all the previous losses back plus profits. But what about if it doesn't? So in this case, price continued moving down. You get scared, for example, and out of just, scarcity, you close everything here, and suddenly you lost more. Okay, and that works like this. In the worst scenario, usually when you close a trade too early, suddenly price is going up your way, but you're not in the trade anymore, and then you double and triple everything that you lost before, just to maybe make some money. So what happens at this point? You're not only not following your system rules, if you have a good system, you're also not following at all money management rules. And that is what most traders do. They just calculate in pips or distance, not really paying attention to account exposure in percentage. So they lose and they lose again, and they don't know exactly why. They feel like a failure. They feel like they're not really special, that they cannot do it, and those are the little devils in the brain create really more and more bad emotions. And by just doing this one little thing, calculating the risk in percentage, it will already cut out a lot of those problems immediately at once. The way you can do it is just manually saying, okay, if I have $1,000 account, 1% of 1,000, how much is that? So when I trade, I will only trade 1 or 2%. If I have 2 trades running, I will split the 2%. Let's say I have two setups on 2 different pairs, so I will risk 1% on the other one and 1% on the other pair. In case I lose my 20, 30, 40, whatever pips, I calculated the risk and everything. I know, okay, I have lost only 1 or 2%. I give it back to the market, but I can always make that back by following my rules, and I will grow my account slowly and steady. Or the way I do it, we use at Simple Smart Forex, we use our EAs and indicators that calculate the risk for us. So it's a really great tool. I'll give you an example. Let's say I want to place a pending order, not a market order, and I'll say, okay, I'll take, for example, if price is moving lower, I want to go short here. It's just an example. I want to place my stop over there, and my target is about 1-to-1. Of course, you can change these things. You can even open multiple positions. Now what happens if I tell my EA here to risk only 0.5%, you can see that in this corner, risk percentage, 0.5%, it will calculate the lot size itself. So this, for instance, is a small practice account, a live account, and it tells me that, okay, if I want to risk 0.5% on the whole account, I can only trade a micro lot. If I'll tell the EA to risk 2%, okay, it will calculate the percentage here, so the lot size here, will tell me, okay, with this entry and this stop, account protection order, stop loss, with 2%, you can now trade with one position 0.03 microlots, for example. So for new traders, they know that they're risking 2%, they can open 3 microlots at that point with this entry and this stop, and that's it. Now you can do this manually, or you can let the A doing it for you. That means if price goes here, it moves to this point, it will open the position automatically, it would place the stop here, and depending on what you put in here, it will expose the account to that percentage. So our thing is, when we first start out, we want to go less, 0.50, 0.5% risk per trade for everybody that's new. And then my EA knows, okay, you can only trade a small lot. If you have a bigger account, this will change. Okay, now what about if you say, oh, I want to trade 20%? Okay, then it will tell you, okay, now you can trade 30 micro lots or 3 mini lots, but it will be 20% of the whole account. That's bad. Now there is a safety thing in there. You can not expose it to more than 2% anyway, even if you wanted to trade 20%, but that is only if you use the EA. So you see, it's a great tool, and even if you're not a member yet, you can still do this manually, but I want to give you this tip right now. Please remember that. Expose your account only to 1, maximum 2% if you have already a little bit of experience, and calculate only in percentage, never in pips or points. That is just a marketing strategy that brokers like to use, so you get all excited. Oh, I made 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 pips. That's all great, but how much did you risk? That's the most important part. Okay? See you soon and have fun. Bye for now.